message is that even though we have sold the exact same products essentially for 27 years now, we had to continually innovate and change and modify our behavior as a reaction to the market, not as an industry leader. We hooked up through an invitation like this from Mass MEP, and there was people presenting some real nice stories about what they were doing with their businesses. If you can envision something out there in the future that you think you can be, then you just start operating in that mode. And if you always make decisions that will positively impact that future vision, then it will happen. It sounded pretty simple, but so we actually engaged in a consulting contract with these guys and spent some time in a room. And so some of the things that we learned about that, and this is, again, think about us having been in a business, and all we were doing really is trying to just continue to fine-tune the existing business, never giving any consideration to anything else beyond that. And now we're in this room with the guys from Giant Consulting, Future State, and so some of the things that they said to us that were enlightening, that everything that you see in life is biased by your history or anything you've experienced previously. And so it becomes, the analogy might be, if you've seen those holograms that you look at, and if you look at it just the right way, you can see a picture of Jesus or something like that. But some people can look at it for hours and not ever see that picture. And some of it is a bias that you come into, when you come into a situation, you already have some preconceived ideas, and it's that bias that prevents you from seeing what the possibilities are. So one of the quotes, I think it's from Gordon himself, he said, "You don't know what you don't know." I remember that one. That was a pretty cool one. I'm sure that you weren't the originator of that, but that struck a chord with us because we were kind of in a cocoon.
I heard it from him.
You've heard it from him? Okay. We were in a cocoon. We had this obsession with the cable assembly business and trying to, lean it out and make reactions to the customer needs, but we never gave any thought to anything else. And so it was through this process that we said, okay, we're gonna think about what the possibilities are. So the process that he took us through is to basically say, think about what the possibilities could be. This was after trying to open up our minds to the bias and all that. And then put all that stuff down on a piece of paper and think about it for a while, and then maybe pick some of the things that are on there and see if it's something that you can try to do. And then why don't you start thinking about what it would look like if you're successful doing that, and then start making all your decisions today as if you were already in that situation. All of the disciplines of the company, HR, finance, in marketing and sales, and said, how does each one of these segments support the plan? And how do we balance that so that everybody is on the same page? The IT department is adding new capabilities at the same time that we require those for growth or additional personnel, that type of stuff. It sounds very simple, and we did a good job with the limited amount of control that we had, but there was a lot of reasons why we couldn't break through because some portion of the business was out of balance. Looking at it in hindsight, it's like, wow, we should have been doing this all along. Now, maybe for people that have come out of business school with PhDs in business or whatever, would say, well, that's a pretty basic thing. But for somebody that starts a grassroots company 20, 30 years ago and basically kind of grunted out the business plan, this is an innovative approach to running a business. It's simple stuff that can be done. It takes a lot of time to get people to think in those modes, but I feel that we're empowered now to move forward, and we feel very strongly that we can grow beyond the 10 or 12 million. In fact, our plan that we have documented is to get to 20 million in the next 3 to 5 years, and we feel strongly that we're empowered to be able to do that now, and that we have some control over it. And if we can't do it, if it doesn't happen, we're going to know why.